I believe this is beginning my 7th year. Student taught at a few other places, such as Yates High School downtown and Travis High School up in Katy, well, near Katy. And but yeah, 7 years at Clements High School. Well, I was student teaching at Travis High School with John Dubose, the physics teacher over there. And he, in my final year of student teaching, he told me that Mr. Heitman, who was teaching physics over at Clements High School, was retiring, which was actually kind of rare for someone to retire in December, because I came in on January. And I had always heard really good things about Clements, especially the leadership here and the administration. And I just thought it was a perfect opportunity. It was a pre-AP physics position, and I really enjoyed talking to kids who really enjoyed physics, and that's turned into AP Physics 1 and AP Physics 2, and I just love everything about it. I teach Physics 1 and Physics 2. I've been doing Physics 1 my entire time here, but I've only been doing Physics 2 for the past 5 years. I first started getting involved with Clements Inventors Club, where we do hackathons and other sort of small projects and stuff over at HCC. We're actually doing one in about 2 weeks. And then about 2 years ago, I got involved with the JETS, or the Junior Engineering and Technical Society, for Science Olympiad and Science Bowl. My teacher back in high school was my physics teacher. He's the one who I remember every lesson of. He was actually a football coach, so he was really good at getting your attention. And you know, he would take us outside, have us throw footballs and stuff around. And it was just really interesting to see how science could be used for something like that. My teaching philosophy is to help my students find an appreciation for science, physics specifically, of course, but then to also value their own education and to kind of believe in themselves and whatever their interest might be, whether it's science or not. I think one of the things that we see here at this school is that students tend to doubt themselves just because of the high competition. And I just want to provide a non-serious atmosphere for them to kind of relax, but also learn. So a few years ago, one of my first years here, I was able to talk with one of the, a sales representative to get a surgical robot here in the Clements High School auditorium, and we were actually able to have over 100 kids go practice to do surgery with this little mechanical robot, and then they got to name it after one of our teachers who passed away. And it was just very awesome to see that now one of those surgical robots at a hospital nearby was named after, you know, one of our teachers, and it's just something I'll remember for the rest of my life. Well, I consider teaching seniors a blessing and a curse. The curse, of course, being senioritis kicking in well before it should. But then the blessing also around January, I start to see them getting their acceptance letters to universities and you know, thanking me for writing their letters of recommendation, and it's just really rewarding to see them moving on to a bigger, better part of their life. Don't take everything that you do at high school too seriously. There are plenty of occasions where people don't do too well in high school, but then they succeed vastly. I always like to use my brother as an example. He was actually fairly close to academic probation when it came to high school and college, but then once he finally found his passion of software design, he was able to find a position at a company that respects his work, compensates him very well, and he just loves everything that he does now. So even if you might not find yourself in a point of your life where you know what you want to do, or if you might not be as successful as you want to be right now, just know that it probably will not affect the rest of your life. It's not going to, and that you can always have the opportunity to find your passion later on.